Alright guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of me showing my CD collection. So I'm going to start right here where I left off. Right here we have Yuck Mouth, $1 Million Mouthpiece, released in 2007 on Rap-A-Lot Records. This was Yuck Mouth's last album for Rap-A-Lot before he officially went independent with his own label, Smoke A Lot. Pretty good album. The only thing is that the record this record right here is actually not the album that was intended to be released. I heard some of the older tracks that were recorded for this record, and it would have been a lot better. And it was actually supposed to have been a 2 disc album because there was a lot of time between his last album and this one. But things just didn't go the way he planned, and this is what came out. But for the most part, it's pretty decent. It's a pretty decent record. Um, Not one of his best. You know, the Thugged Out Abulation and the New Testament are definitely his best. Right here, I have Rapping Forte. That's What You Thought. Released in 2007. I think this was like his comeback album. I think he had been in jail for a long time before this album came out. But yeah, this is Forte's comeback album. And Forte, he's a rapper from the Bay Area, San Francisco. He did songs with Pac and whatnot. But pretty dope album, man. He ain't lost his touch, man. Forte's still lyrical. And he can still go against the best of them, man. But pretty dope album. He's probably more known now for, he sued Drake for like plagiarizing one of his verses or something, and he got like $10,000 from it. But still a decent release, man. Go cop it. Let me Trent. Let me move over here. Be more comfortable. Let's see, where was I? All right. Let's see. Tupac, Until the End of Time, released in 2001. This is one of Tupac's first posthumous releases. This is more along this is during his death row period, the Machiavelli period, and I think one of his best posthumous albums. What I'm saying. Definitely great. 2 disc. Although this picture right here is pretty old. This is before the whole Machiavelli death row period, but it's still a great album, man. Known for the title track Until the End of Time, which samples Broken Wings by Mr. Mister, and and Letter to My Unborn Child. But it's a dope record, man. And of course it has Bad Boy disses because it was during that whole period. But great record, one of his best after his death. Let's see. She got more Rapping Forte. This is Don't Fight the Feeling, released in 1994. I think that this was his second album. I think he might have been in jail in between his first one and this one. But in my opinion, this is Forte's best record. It's very underground. The beats are more rougher, but lyrically, Forte, he like really rips it. This is probably Forte's best known album because it features his best known hits, which is Players Club and I'll Be Around, which samples the song I'll Be Around by the Spinners. But definitely a dope record, Bay Area classic. Cop this up if you're into that mob music, man. Dope record. So you got another Rapping Forte, Off Parole, released in 1996. Definitely a good album. This record's probably known for the song Ain't No Player and a little something something. But definitely a dope record, man. I think this, like I said, Off Parole, this is like a celebratory record because he had just got off parole. But pretty dope album, man. If you're in the, like I said, you like that Bay Area mob music, man, definitely cop it, man. And right here I have The Dogfather by Snoop, Doggy Dog, released in 1996. This was Snoop's second album on Death Row, and his second album overall, really. But this record I think this record is very slept on. A lot of people didn't like this album. I guess they were expecting another Doggy Style. But Snoop had a lot going on during this period. He had just beat that murder case. Tupac had not too long just got killed. So it's a very dark album. But if you listen to, and also Dr. Dre had left the label. So a lot of production was handled by him, DJ Pooh, and of course his cousin Daz. But if you listen to the lyrics, he's really being positive. He's really telling you about what's going to happen if you don't change your life and get out of that whole gangster mentality. but it's still a great record, man. Um, Probably best known for the songs "The Dogfather" and "Snoop's Upside Your Head." Great record though. Let's see. Right here I have Rick James, the Definitive Collection. Really not definitive, but it has some of his biggest hits. Of course, like Super Freak, You and I, Mary Jane. Pretty decent collection, man. But probably be better off finding another collection that really chronicles his career. But I just got it. I found it. I seen it at Walmart and I just bought it. But it's pretty cool. Let's see here. AZ, Undeniable. Well, I think this came out in 2008. Really not a big fan of this record. His probably the records he came out with afterwards are better, and of course the material he did in earlier were better. I think the reason I bought this record is because that's the title track, Undeniable. I liked it, but it's really not that good of an album. Az definitely he definitely's done better work. Um, I kind of felt like this record was him trying to get some radio play because he got a song on here with Ray J called "Go Getter." But it's really not that good of a record. I don't even listen to it no more. I don't even know why I still have it. Ice Cube, Death Certificate, released in 1991. Um, my favorite Ice Cube, and this is probably Ice Cube's most controversial record to date. I mean, this was released during the whole Rodney King trials, and he spun a lot of controversy because he predicted the LA riots, and you know he he just didn't hold back, and a lot of people were offended by what he said. And of course, this is like this included a song "No Vaseline," which was a diss towards NWA, and that's the song where he was accused of being anti-Semitic because of what he said about Jerry Heller, who was Jewish, calling him a Jew and whatnot. But and then this includes "How to Survive in South Central" as a bonus track. This is the 2003 re-release, but definitely one of Ice Cube's most controversial records. I like this because this is Ice Cube at his most angriest. You know what I'm saying? But so definitely go cop this record, man. It's a classic hip hop album. See, right here, Michael Jackson, Dangerous, released in 1991. This is the best-selling New Jack Swing album of all time, produced by Teddy Riley and a few other people. Known for songs like Jam, In the Closet, of course, Remember the Time, probably the biggest one. Who Is It? And of course, the title track, Dangerous, but definitely one of Michael's best albums. You know what I'm saying? I haven't listened to this record in a long time, man. I might even listen to it today. But I mean, definitely one of Michael's best records, man. R.I.P. Michael Jackson, man. Definitely miss, man. Right here, I have Shalamar, the Ultimate Collection, released in I think 2006. Yeah, I went through this period where I was into Shalamar for a good bit, cause I was trying to get into pop locking, and of course, Jeffrey Daniel, he's one of the greatest pop lockers I've ever seen. But I don't listen to it that more. It's pretty decent collection. Probably got some of their best hits on here. But it is what it is. I don't really listen to it that much. But if you're a fan of Shalamar, go get it. Let's see. Right here, Jadakiss, Kiss the Game Goodbye, released in 2001. This is Jadakiss' solo debut album. Um, this is when they was all on Rough Riders. This is when Rough Riders was running the game, man. Definitely a dope album, man. Probably known for the songs "Knock Yourself Out," and probably the most best known song on here is "We Gon' Make It" featuring Styles P, man. Also, "Put Your Hands Up." Definitely a dope record. Although Jadakiss, I know he said in interviews that he really don't think this is his best record. He said he just did this out of like just a, I think because at the time Diddy still owned the publishing rights to like all their music, and he just did that out of that. But still a dope record, man. Definitely one of Jada's best. And right here I have the most recent album from Jadakiss, "The Last Kiss," released in 2009. Um, Pretty solid album. Um, Great comeback for Jada. You know what I'm saying? I haven't listened to it in a while, but it's a dope record. I don't think it got the best reviews, but
Still, it was still all around a good record, man. I like it. Probably known for the songs. What's that? Who's real? What else? I'm trying to think. Oh, Letter to Big. By My Side, and I think the Something Else remix and Death Wish with Lil Wayne. But yeah, pretty dope record, man. Highly recommended, man. I think, as far as I know, this record's still out there, so go get it if you can find it. And right here, this is the Prince, the hits. I already explained this. I bought this before I bought that box set. It's just the same disc separately. Like I said, you can. It's best to get these separately and just get the B sides on the internet. Right here I have the Jacksons Victory, released in 1984. This is the last record they did with Michael. Um, Probably great album, best known for songs like Torture, what else? State of Shock and Body. Great record, man. They did a I think a huge tour for this album. But yeah, like I said, this is the last album that featured Michael on it. I think there was like some issues going on behind the scenes, I think, but still a great record. This is one of my oldest CDs, man. I had this CD since, dang, probably over 10 years at least, man. But great record, man. Let's see right here. I have Slaughterhouse. This is their debut album, their best album, way better than that second one that came out a couple years ago. But yeah, this right here. This is what got them their deal with Shady. This is them just going beast, man. Hardcore rap at its finest, man. Probably best known for that song called Microphone. That's the song that got me, what made me want to buy this record. But man, this is a dope album. Haven't listened to it in a while, man. But I recognize it. It's a great record, man. Great hardcore album, man. I mean, it came out at the right time, man. 'Cause that's when that bubblegum crap was really jumping off. See, right here I have the Dog Pound, Dog Food, released in 1995 on Death Row. Um, their first album, in my opinion, this is one of the most slept on records from Death Row. I mean, it did go double platinum because it sold 2 million copies, but it didn't get near as much attention as recognition as like Doggy Style or The Chronic or like All Eyes on Me did later. But it's still a essential record to West Coast hip hop. Um, this album's probably best known for the songs Let's Play House and probably most famously the song New York, New York, which helped kind of fuel that whole East and West rivalry because of the video with them kicking down buildings in New York. But definitely a dope hip hop record, man. Go copy, man. And right here I have Purple Rain by Prince and the Revolution, the soundtrack. Again, this is one of my oldest CDs. I probably had this CD for like 15 or 16 years, man. One of my old, well, maybe not that long, but it's been some years, man. I know I was in elementary school when I bought it. Well, when my mom bought it. But I mean, we all know about Purple Rain, the movie, the best-selling soundtrack. This is what turned Prince into a superstar. So there's not much I can't say about this that hasn't already been said. So you already know what it is. And right here I have Corruption, released in 1997, I think, or no, 98 actually. This was Corrupt's debut album, solo album, on his own label called Entre Records. It's a double disc album. You have the West Coast side and you have the East Coast side. Because Corrupt, for those of you who don't know, Corrupt, he's originally from Philly. But no, don't get me wrong. Even though Corrupt is recognized as one of the leading MCs in West Coast hip hop, the East Coast disc is, in my opinion, is far superior than the West Coast disc. I don't know why. I mean, it's just that with the East Coast disc, Corrupt just felt more at home. I mean, of course he's from Philly, but he felt more at home. Like, to me, the songs are a lot better on this album, on that side. But definitely a dope record. This album's probably known for the song called Seawalk. And I forget what's the and oh yeah, We Can Freak It. And I think it's a song he did on here with Dr. Dre. I think that might have been a bonus track. I forget the name of that song. I want to say that's Gangster. But it's a song he done with Dr. Dre. I think it was like a hidden track, but definitely a dope record, man. Go pick it up.
Right here I have Keep the Sneak Deified, released in 2008. Pretty dope record, but this is Keep the Sneak, where I mean it's alright, man. Like that song called That Go with Prodigy and Alchemist was dope. But I mean, this I like the old Keep the Sneak when he was like with 3 Times Crazy and then like High Tech. Um this is him with the whole raspy voice and all like that. But it's alright, man. If you like that Bay Area hyphy movement, man, it's cool. But I don't really listen to this record that much. But it's a pretty solid album. And I'm gonna stop it right here because I'm gonna do a part 3 to this. I'm gonna split these videos up.